episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the fucking hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie. Robbie, say hello.
What's going on?
What's going on? This is new. This is a new feature to the podcast.
Yeah, kind of it's old feature repurposed, maybe.
We used to do the plus episodes.
The call-in episodes.
But now, I've been thinking a lot about this. I'm like, how do we make this something more? And the most special part of the podcast is the people that listen.
Correct. We have great listeners.
For you and I.
What?
I mean, the most important part of the podcast.
Besides us.
I mean, let's be honest. The most important part of the podcast are the people that listen.
Yes.
Except
you and I. Okay.
But no, right?
It's me and you, the listeners, Harry Belafonte.
Ooh, every time it rains,
and then the guests.
The guests are low, okay?
And then the guests.
Here's the thing, the guests are low, okay? We like the people more.
Okay.
So basically what we want to do is we want to get more audience involvement.
Correct. That was our resolution.
Yes.
For 2022.
Our resolution was we're gonna get more group involvement in the podcast, and we want to hear more from the hotties out there. So we're gonna start doing call-in episodes or episodes where people write in. You could be commenting about the episode that we just dropped. You could be commenting about something that's happening in your life. Literally nothing is too dumb.
No. And we'll throw out maybe some prompts on the social media out loud about nothing. Yeah, but
based on the season, what's happening
world,
in the world.
Yeah, what we want to talk about.
And you also know that there's certain topics that I like to talk about.
Always.
Yeah. Okay? Like there's some topics you can't. You go to the sandwich, the guy says there's no boar's head, you call it. You call in, and you tell me that place, because we're going to fucking take them down.
Yeah.
Fucking salami by salami, okay? Yeah, there's certain topics. You go to an art museum and you're tripping balls, you hit your boy up, okay? You hear a new allegory? Yes! Actually, I would love to hear allegories from the people. I mean, I'm running out of them.
You're running out of allegories.
I mean, you see me. I'm reading I'm reading Marcus Aurelius in the kitchen while I eat breakfast.
This is true.
Like, I mean, there's no man with more duality than me.
Maybe so.
I mean, I go to bed. No, I'm not gonna say what. Okay. I mean, I'm slamming fucking eggs in the kitchen, getting ketchup stains on my shirt. Listen to fucking Marcus Aurelius telling me about how you have to honor and have self-respect for yourself. You know what I mean?
I see.
It's truly.
Is that duality or contradiction?
What's the difference between a duality and a contradiction? The line's thin, right?
I guess, yeah.
I guess one negates the other. One is or, and the other is and.
I think it's if certain aspects of your life are kind of more in silos, I would say. Like a football player has to be for their job relatively violent, but like they are very zen in their personal life. So it's like
that's duality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, but if a person, their job is they work
I think
for
what you're
a
doing,
recycling
what
company.
you just described would be like
duality,
meditating while, or like trying to do some zen shit while being violent. Like you were doing both at the same time.
We don't know.
I think one calls for, like, one aspect of your life calls for these traits and one aspect of your life calls for those traits, and they're like kind of more siloed, whereas what you described is like
I put them together.
Yeah, but like also directly contradicting each other.
I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich here.
Yeah.
See, this is what Marcus, the last great emperor, didn't realize this is what was going to be happening. Okay. As I eat my fucking low-calorie bread with my eggs in the morning.
Yes.
Okay?
You also talk about philosophers. And I was a philosophy minor. Was he a philosopher, Marcus Aurelius?
He was the last emperor of Rome, the Roman Empire.
Yeah. See, I don't know these people. You talk about them as if they're Jack Harlow.
Oh,
I should know
they
them.
are my Jack Harlow. You know? Yeah. My Sweetie is Aristotle, okay? Yeah. Here's the thing. I mean, we should be talking about Marcus Aurelius because that is Joe Biden. It's the last great emperor.
Tough to call.
Tough to call
Joe Biden.
Marcus Aurelius.
And an emperor.
Do you think he's ever gotten that comparison?
To Marcus Aurelius?
Yes.
Tough to tell.
Tough to tell, I would say this.
I don't know Marcus well enough, but...
You don't know. Marcus. We go by he goes by Marcus over here. Not Aurelius.
Aurelius.
Aurelius is a fun name, though.
Very fun name.
Aurelius.
It starts with an O?
No idea.
Okay. That's nice. But anyways, yeah, we had a creative vision.
You know what?
A board meeting for 2022.
Wait, I gotta say this. There's a thing in the meditations that I'm reading, and one of the things early on is don't just read things and not absorb them. It felt like I got a note of as I was reading in the meditations.
Yeah.
It's like, make sure that you reread and really know this. I was like, okay, this book is telling me how to read the book. I kind of liked it. You know?
It feels like you're not doing what the meditation.
No.
You're just kind of
slamming eggs.
Just half-assing both.
I'm bringing any date I have. I'm bringing meditations on. I'll go. Hi, excuse me. Sorry, I'm late. I was just reading Marcus Aurelius on the way here.
Do people do that? Name drop books with the physical copy of the book on a date?
Yes. People like put it on the table. If someone puts a book on the table and it's facing you, the book,
yeah,
that book's for you, not for them.
Yeah, I could see that. My buddy, who he does listen to the podcast, he was telling me, which, call in. I should have told him to call in about this.
Okay.
But call in, 929-900-6393. We want to hear your stories. This whole episode is going to be us just playing calls.
Beautiful.
But he went on a date, and the girl recommended a book. He really liked the girl. He doesn't really read.
First date.
Either first or second date.
And he doesn't really read.
Doesn't really read.
Did he tell the girl or did he lie?
I think he said he doesn't read a bunch, but he's like open to it.
Here's the thing. If someone ever says, I don't read a lot, they don't read at all.
Yes. 100%.
No one ever goes, nope, don't read. Nope, no books are in my life.
Yes.
How many books you read last year? 0.
No, I think I'm pretty upfront about that. I'll be like, I've read maybe one book in the last 10 years.
You say that?
Yeah.
In public?
Yeah, I just said it right now.
This is private, though.
You think?
You would say that to a person, look them in their eyes in like a normal setting and go, I don't read books.
Like a book that I've read start to finish, I honestly might be out of the 10-year window.
You want
to know the last book I read?
I know, the Will Hines book.
No, I didn't finish it from start to finish.
What book?
The girl with the dragon tattoo.
Jesus Christ. Did you see the movie
I don't think
first?
I finished Will. I probably got through Will Hines would be second on completion rate.
Beautiful.
Did I see the movie first? I don't believe so. I think no.
Interesting.
But yeah, I don't really read. But anyways, this girl.
Okay. So.
She whatever. She was asking him if he reads. He's like, no, not really, but he's open to it. She calls his bluff.
I'm open to reading. You know
she
what I'm
calls
saying?
his bluff, gives him the book. The next hangout, second date, brings the book, gives it to him, and it's like, you gotta read this book. It's like a starter book, whatever. Now he's like, I don't read, and now I got this book, and he's like, I'm dying. He brought it on a plane. He's like,
oh no,
struggling to get through 10 pages at a time. It's like a fiction love story.
Oh, what a bad book to give too.
I mean, it's
what's it called?
I forget, but it's Sarah Rooney who she wrote Normal People, which is maybe my favorite miniseries that I saw in all of quarantine. And she is very popular, I think, right now.
Interesting. This is, you know what?
I have one of her books. I bought one of her books and I didn't read it.
This woman's standards are too high.
Are they? Somebody said that they are open to reading a book, and she's like, yeah.
I guess somebody's it's on your body. If someone says, hey, you should watch this TV show, I flat out, I'll go, nah, not for me.
Yeah.
I go, nah, not for me. I do YouTube.
That's true.
You will say, oh, you should watch this. I go, nah, I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah, that's
I'll
true.
I'll flat out say no.
That's true.
But how on a date, if someone on a date gave me
a book,
that's homework.
It is homework. And he's struggling. He's like, I'll finish it in 2022.
You know what?
I keep asking him, have you read more of the book? And he's like, no, it's hard.
You know, he's
taking a break.
He's got to do the audiobook or Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
He's doing Spark Notes for dates.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
He should bring
He's
her
also
homework.
one of the most disciplined human beings that I know. He wakes up before the gym. He goes to work in a hospital at 8 a.m. and he wakes up to go to the gym before work.
Incredible.
And he can't get through this book.
Incredible.
I know.
Well, he works at a hospital. Maybe he should lay that on thick. Be like, sorry, the pandemic's been really getting out of hand. I would love to read the book, but the Omicron's been snapping back. Right?
Yeah.
He should go and give her homework next time.
Yeah.
He should bring her a kettlebell.
Well, it's an interesting dynamic of how much you can give your hobbies to the person you're just like at a very early stage dating.
Oh, keep them separate. You should do, at max, you should have 3 hobbies together. You should have, for every hobby you have together, you should have one separate from someone you date.
Okay, I like that.
Every hobby that you have together, you should have a hobby separate, because you need to say, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna go bowling tonight.
Yes.
And the person goes, okay, that means I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone. Even if that hobby is Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
Even if that's your hobby, I'm like, hey, that's you.
Is this early stages of dating or throughout the entire length of the relationship? Married with kids?
Yes.
One hobby together, one apart.
One hobby together, one apart.
I like this.
100%. And if you don't have that, then you gotta drop hobbies. If you start having 5 hobbies together, be like, sweetie, we gotta cut a couple of hobbies.
And what about if you have too many outside? You gotta drop?
Then you gotta drop.
But that's the golden ratio.
1-to-1, the golden ratio. Marcus Aurelius told me himself, okay?
1-to-1 hobbies together in the relationship, hobbies outside the relationship. That's the golden ratio.
And watch it, like binging a show isn't a hobby.
Okay.
I wouldn't say, right?
Shows are not hobbies.
Like I just said Real Housewives because that's a fandom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more of a community.
Yes, but yeah, so I just want to be clear about that.
The shows, HBO, not a hobby.
HBO's not a hobby.
Okay.
HBO's not a hobby. Probably the channel I've jerked off to most is HBO. Probably the channel. All
right, when's the last time you jerked off to TV? And then we're gonna start the calls.
Oh, tremendous question. This is a good question. The last time
for me, it would probably be freshman year of high school.
Oh no.
To a television show.
To like an actual TV show?
Correct.
I've done
movie.
I've done movies. I've done movies probably
recently.
How recent was the last?
In the last decade, have I read more books or have you jerked off to more movies?
I've jerked off to more movies in the past decade.
Then I've read books.
I want to give this. This has to be. I sometimes just spit out answers. This I must be thoughtful about.
Okay. Intentional.
I must be intentional. I must spit truth. Right. I'm learning from Marcus Aurelius. Marcus himself. What was the last non-porn I jerked off to? Disgusting sentence.
Okay.
Disgusting sentence. The last non-porn
and not memory.
Not memory.
Okay.
The last non-porn I jerked off to was.
We're getting off to a nice start.
This
is nice.
Wait.
We're trying to get the fans involved, the listeners involved. Maybe there'll be more. We'll tell a friend. Oh, it's a community. You gotta join. And it's Sebastian trying to recall what he jerks off to.
I know. This is
not,
the problem.
This is
with
as
the
bad as it gets. As far as us being raunchy, this is pretty much the upper limit of us being two guys.
What is?
All right, I think we can move on.
Okay.
The facial expression there just feels like it's not something that needs to be.
I mean,
don't be truthful.
Take me to church, okay, bro? I can't say. Okay.
Let's just pretend it was a book.
It was a book.
It was a book.
Hey, that's goal 2022. Jerk off to a book.
Yeah, I remember the first time I discovered erotica novels.
Are you erotica novels?
My parents' friends had them.
Your parents' friend had eroticas?
They had the novels, yeah.
The real dilemma with erotica novels is you have to line up. You can't be too fast a reader and you can't be too fast a comer. You know what I mean? You can't be flipping the pages and jerking at the same. Like a speed reader can't really enjoy an erotica novel.
And neither is somebody who that is too fast on the masturbation.
Too fast on the.
You'll be like my buddy.
You'll just
two pages at a time. You gotta wait till a new session.
You'll just be through an adverb and an adjective, and you'll be coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully not that.
The woman.
Hopefully not that.
100%. See, that's the thing. This is why my goal for 2022 is to jerk off to a book. All right, Robbie, let's fucking hit some calls.
We have some nice, thoughtful calls that we're gonna play. So yeah, let's do it.
Sorry, the Diet Coke is hitting right. Okay.
Hey, Sebastian. Hey, Robbie. I'm Isaac, longtime listener. I think I've called before, but my question is, my New Year's resolution, I don't really have one, but it's to make more friends, like in adult life. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this at all, but as you get older, as you're like an adult, you don't really make close friends as easily. And I know that maybe doing improv comedy helps. That may be where you guys met. But I'm just wondering if you have any tips for people in the new year. You know, old people, like people over the age of 30, even over the age of 35. How do you make friends in adult life without, being overbearing or creepy or sort of, That's my question. Happy New Year, guys. I love you. Thanks for all the great shows and laughter and stuff.
Oh, tremendous call.
Great
Love you,
call.
Isaac.
Great
Thank you
call.
so much.
Thank you, Isaac.
This is beautiful.
You want to go first? Or?
No, Robbie, please take me away.
I have an important distinction
Okay.
to make.
Beautiful.
He said improv comedy, a nice way to meet friends. That is because it's people who are coming together, I think, with a common interest.
Yes.
And in their adult life, it's like you can get, especially in a major city, you can get a little bit more niche with your interests, whatever. It is not to take what you learn in an improv 101 class and go to the bar and just be like, now I'm this guy at the bar who's gonna yes and you're not using that to anyone outside of people that are in an improv comedy class.
Yeah, bits are not the way to go.
Bits are not, or also bragging about that you're doing this hobby with other people. It's like find the hobby and other people within. I think that's what I would say.
I would say that's the best advice, Robbie.
Yes, that's what I think.
Get a hobby.
Too.
There's a reason why Zog Sports exists.
Correct.
It's not because they're like, no one's like, these people need to play dodgeball as 40-year-olds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they go, these people need an activity to do and then to chit-chat about the activity.
Correct.
You need a commonality.
Yes.
And here's the thing, small talk. Everyone goes, I hate small talk. So you have to go figure out a way that you get past small talk. That's how friendship begins.
Correct.
Small talk is the soil. You need to dig in that soil, okay?
You need to dig in
You need to go in the soil to plant a seed.
Okay. Yes.
Right? The friendship seed.
Yes.
Right? This is, I think that you need to, one, be casual.
Yes.
Nothing is more, I'd say it's more vulnerable to ask for a friend than to ask for a date.
Yeah.
I would say for me to ask someone to hang out as friends makes me feel more nervous than to ask someone to go on a date.
Like a new friend.
A new friend as a 30-plus-year-old man to be like, hey, it was nice meeting you. Hey, how about you want to go see that movie next week? I would be nervous.
I would say go back.
Movie's a bad option, but like
you go back to the place where you met. You know what I mean? You're at the bar.
So
you meet
prison.
this person.
You meet them in jail. You both get locked up for DUIs.
No, that is the one example. That just maybe doesn't
Hey, bro, you want to get a DUIs this week? Hey, you want to get some DUIs this weekend? I thought maybe we go to separate bars, get hammered, and then meet
back here, the drunk tank. No, but if you meet somebody at a bar, it's like, all right, we'll go back to this bar. Yes. What are you doing Wednesday? Let's come back. I'll see you. You come here, like in your neighborhood. I mean, this is a good question. This is a big issue, I think, with the pandemic.
1,000%.
Because people got tired of some of their friends. People saw their friends online in a new way that they've never experienced. And it's just like, all right, maybe some of these people aren't. And I think people took a lot of stock in like what their life is. But on the contrary, having this sense of community and friendship is like the best thing in the world, I think.
It's why people live longer when they go to nursing homes.
Correct. Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like studies show that like some people get like a second wind.
That's nice.
When they go to nursing homes, because like it's the sense of community that brings everyone together that makes them feel like that's our purpose in life.
Yes.
Our purpose in life isn't us, it's you.
Yeah. Feel exactly.
Yeah. It's the idea of like what makes people volunteer, yes, to volunteer, but it also provides you joy.
Correct.
That's why if anyone volunteers, I go, fuck you.
This is for you, now.
This is for you.
I mean, that's definitely.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think that's
a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it. If you volunteer, you're a selfish prick, okay? We all know it's for you. Don't you fucking pretend that you give a shit about fucking XYZ. I don't even know what
it
to
depends.
drink.
It depends, I
yes,
think.
of course.
But like the 1 hour a week I have my volunteer thing. I think that is a little bit for you.
I hand out fish down in Bushwick. Okay.
Yeah.
I do fresh fish. I volunteer to give out fresh fish in Bushwick. Yeah. Okay. That's for you, you scumbag.
Yeah.
But I think that like a lot of people are actually experiencing this, like having trouble like with their friends.
Yes.
I think a lot of people lost friends.
Probably.
Right? A lot of people.
I know. What's Drake says, I've been losing friends and finding sleep. What does he say?
I don't know.
I've been losing friends and finding sleep. And getting sleep. I just completely butchered
This is good.
He says something about losing friends and getting more sleep. And then that seems like a fair trade to me. Do you know his big song, Fair Trade?
Oh, that's
I've
nice.
been losing friends and finding sleep. I think it's terrible advice. It's good advice for maybe Drake.
Yeah, it's good if I build.
Drake has.
Of course.
I don't think the average person after this pandemic needs to be listening to Drake saying how losing friends is good for you.
No.
We need friends more than ever.
100%. I think finding friends is hard.
Yes.
I would say start going to places. Put yourself out there.
Yes, which is tough because of the pandemic. But even like there's
Discords.
online, I guess, forums and stuff. It's tough because you want to meet up with, I don't think the sense of community fully can give you that online. I think part of it does need to be in person.
100%. It's like online dating and then Zoom dates.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right? What's real is when you meet them in person, right? Everyone
Yes.
wants to meet someone in person, right?
Yes.
We always want to meet a friend in person.
Correct.
So I think, I guess be active.
Do some stuff that you would like.
Be someone that you would want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like be someone, like sometimes I think I go, would I want to hang out with me? I was thinking that the other day. I don't think I would.
But that's a totally different reason.
Why?
Because if there was another you in the room, you might be annoyed.
Yeah, I don't think I would want another me in the room, right?
Just
would I want to
because
hang
you're
out?
the funniest guy in the room.
No.
That's the reason.
No, but
you wouldn't want somebody as funny and could control the room as you. That's a totally different reason.
You've seen me in group set. I don't control the room.
Okay.
Wait, I'm quiet.
That's not true.
What are we doing here? I'm a quiet.
That's not
What
true.
are we doing here? Don't tell the people lies. When we hang out, I'm a quiet man.
Maybe me and you.
You and I don't say a word. In a group setting, I don't say a word either.
That's not true. This is lies.
I struggle with this too because I'm so shy in real life.
This is lies.
What are you talking about? I go out. Mark was. We'll go out. I go. Mark was nice, Robbie.
You do stand-up comedy routines.
No, I don't.
If there's one extra person.
I start doing jokes.
Yes. 100%.
I go. Mark was nice. I go. Do you think he remembers me, Robbie?
No.
This is what happens.
This is not true.
I mean, but here's the thing.
But anyways,
also,
I do.
Yes.
Because I've had friends that are like going on the dating apps and they're just having not a lot of luck. I'm like, yeah, maybe you don't make dating your number one hobby. Like work on some other hobbies.
That's beautiful.
And then you come back to the dates. You have some more shit to talk about.
You know how nice it would be if someone's like, hey, can you go on a date? And you're like, me and my buddies every Wednesday do this thing.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Or you are reading a book, or my friend got really into photography. Now he shoots Wilhelmina models, and I was like, you should get a hobby before you go back starting on dating again.
I think that's good advice too.
Yeah.
Getting a hobby will also lend. I think you getting interested in something will bring a community to you, and that thing that you get interested in might be loud about nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, hanging out after the shows when we do our next show.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's always fun to see like people that will don't know each other hanging out together.
100%.
Beautiful. All right, Isaac. We always love hearing from you, bro. You're part of the family here, so do not worry at all. We got you.
Yes.
We got another call, Robbie?
Hey, just wanted to tell you about my New Year's resolution going into 2022. I want to use the special buttons on the microwave more. I use popcorn, but I want to check out what reheat does. Soup, frozen vegetable, fresh vegetable, frozen dinner, beverage, pizza, even potato. See what those do.
That's it.
That's it. When you call in, if you want, you can say your name or you can say something that you would like to call. Like if you don't want to say your name, if you want to go by Blastoid, we'll call you Blastoid.
Yeah, whatever.
Especially
if you want.
if you want to be a return caller, right? You could go by any username that you want here. Isaac chose to use his name. This person, I fucking love this call. Next time, tell me who you are. Okay?
Yeah.
This call, this call
nice
got
call
me
for
fucking
you.
hard.
Yeah.
This call got me going. Okay, I've never even thought of this. I'm so excited for my future right now. You know, when I just feel like I've been using an item for one thing and I had no idea all its potential.
Yes.
And the worst thing in life is wasted potential.
The worst thing in life is wasted potential.
Right?
Chaz Palminteri.
Chaz Palminteri. Maybe he was talking about.
He was talking about microwave buttons.
Talking about microwave buttons. I'm just. You know what the sad thing is? All I use is the plus 30.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too.
I don't ever even.
So wait, is it different heat waves?
My mother doesn't use a microwave. My mother plays the microwave. Okay. She's Fro-Yo Ma on the microwave. Okay. My mother is Fro-Yo Ma on the
you know his name is Yo-Yo. You just like to call him Fro-Yo.
In my world, he's Fro-Yo Ma. Okay. It is what it is.
Okay. Yo-Yo Ma.
And I only mean that in the greatest respect.
Oh, of course.
I would never make someone a dessert if I didn't absolutely respect them.
Of course.
I wouldn't be taking Hannibal or someone and turning him into a fun dessert, you know? But my mom plays the microwave like Fro-Yo Ma. She'll be defrost frozen meats, beef, 1.6 pounds. Like, my mother uses the microwave.
Okay.
I've never seen someone do that. And me, plus 30, plus 30, plus 30.
That's what I do.
And I just stand there and I wait.
I don't even have a microwave right now.
Flex. But I'm excited to do this.
Yeah, I guess there's a whole world of potential in front of you.
I feel like we were using the wardrobe to hang clothes and we didn't realize Narnia was in it all along. We were just hanging jackets on the
There's
microwave.
a mystical world in the back of your microwave.
I don't understand why they never put a TV on the front of the microwave.
I've heard that standing in front of it is not advised.
And that's why they didn't. Let's do another call.
Hey guys, this is Jamie. I sort of know Sebastian. He came on like this Instagram live thing I did. Anyway, not name dropping, but just so you know who this is. Anyway, something I want to express and vent. I guess it's not something exciting, but I want to hear what your listeners think. So it's about dating, and specifically dating people a little bit out of your league, like a little hotter than you, but when they're like obviously, you know, out of your league and they kind of like take their time in responding back to you and you're kind of like at their mercy when they respond to you like a day later, 2 days later, like, oh, sorry, I was busy getting drinks with my friend. Like, is it worth it to stay hanging on in a situation? They're probably not. Like, also personality-wise, shitty of them, and the hotness, I think, also reduces their awesome personality. Like, I think the hotter they are, that they tend to be the shittier people. So, like, I don't see a future with this girl, but I do. I'm like, you know, I feel like a man. I'm like, my brain is telling me it's a bad situation, but my heart and my attraction is telling me, oh, well, maybe she might be into it. So, but I mean, also giving her the benefit of the doubt, we've only went on one date. So that's my thoughts on that. That's my vent. And hopefully she doesn't see this or hear this because, but yeah, tag me if you mention this in your podcast because I would love to hear what you guys have to think about it. Dating out of your league on the hotness factor. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm giving myself a little bit not enough credit because maybe we are the same amount of hotness in the gay world. I don't know. Anyway, I'm at JJ220. I always DM you guys, so looking forward to hearing if you talk about this. All right. Bye, guys. Happy New Year.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
We love this. I have a lot.
This is great.
I have a bunch of
two straight guys about to give some advice to the gay dating world.
Of course.
I have some thoughts as well, though.
All right. Here's the first thing. The first thing we have to say, a person's hotness is just not just based on looks.
Okay.
I think that's the first mistake that Jamie's making. Also, Jamie, what's up? Everyone,
Yeah,
of course
what's
I
up?
remember you. A person's hotness isn't just based on their looks. It's based on personality and energy as well.
Correct.
So I think that Jamie is putting too much stock in an image rather than the whole package.
Correct.
Right? So
Also, like, what will make you happy
yes.
in a relationship?
And that's hotness in a certain way.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
that's more,
Maybe not.
maybe not hotness, but like,
Yeah.
I think to a certain level, hotness is about like.
But to you, hotness. Yeah.
Is if
What
a
gets
person
you
could
going?
talk,
Yes.
if a person could have fun, if a
Yes.
person doesn't just sit there silently,
Correct.
right? That's the first thing. So one, I think, Jamie, this is all physical. You have to remember, hotness isn't just your eyes.
Correct.
It's all five senses, baby.
Yeah. Yes. But also, even if they are personality, like you go on the date, the personality's great, whatever. I think the dynamic of this person's not really answering because they view themselves, or you are viewing them out of your league or whatever. It's like you need to then be like, oh, look, this isn't a match. Like, what if this is how they're communicating now?
1,000%.
Us in a relationship isn't gonna.
No,
It's not gonna work. That's just, you got to be like, all right, this is not gonna be a relationship based on how they're treating me. If you view them as hot and you want to just hook up,
great.
that's an option.
But
you need to get rid of, be like, all right, now they only want to communicate to me as a hookup situation, and that's all that this is. That's what they're telling you, and like, that's how you have to view, I think, that
And here's what's interesting.
relationship almost.
Here's the thing. If someone is super hot, right, and you feel like, say, like, objectively, right, so they're more attractive.
Yes.
Right? And you want a relationship with them, and they don't want it, so you're like, cool, let's just hook up.
Yes.
All of a sudden, they'll be more interested in you.
Yeah, or not. Or that's
not.
just what it is. Like,
In every relationship, there's a seesaw of power, and one person wants the other person more. And it sucks to say, but I've been on both ends.
yes,
One end makes you feel a lot worse than the other one.
correct.
Yes.
But I do think, like,
Ideal relationships are close.
yeah. Like,
they
I
go
don't know,
back and
Miley
forth.
Cyrus, I've had a crush on since I am 12 years old. Like, me and
Did
Miley
you like
Cyrus.
Hannah or Miley?
Miley.
You didn't like Hannah.
Now I probably would like Hannah.
Now
Not like,
now you shouldn't
no,
like either.
No,
now
I
you shouldn't
mean,
like either. You
the-
like Hannah now?
the persona.
You
Miley
like
Cyrus
Hannah's
is my
persona?
age. Miley Cyrus is
What
my
is
age.
happening here, Robbie? I threw you a softball. Now you're saying you're attracted to
I
Hannah
like
Montana.
Miley, but I'm saying I don't mind the pop star version.
You don't mind?
No, I think that's cool. But anyways, I would never. Let's just say a crazy scenario happens where I could contact or whatever. It's
Sure.
like I know that it will never. She's hot. She's way hot. She is supremely out of my league.
Also, she's a superstar.
Yeah. Of course, but
Uh-huh.
it's like I don't know. It's like you put it in a hookup. It's like a hookup box, and that's what it is. And you just never think about whatever.
So you're saying if you,
I would probably fall in love. I mean, what am I saying?
No, it's
if
on
Miley
record.
Cyrus were to try to be like, let's hook up, it would be hard for me to not leave and be like, woof. It's
on
very
record.
hard. It's
No.
easier said than done.
This is on record.
This is
if
terrible
Robbie this is great, Robbie. If Robbie hooked up with Miley Cyrus, he would be like, "Hey, this is just a hookup. If you were Hannah, you better fucking believe this would be I would lock you down."
No. But I do think getting rid of the mindset of out of like leagues, it's just like, is it a match? I always think of like, is it a match? And it's like, all right, this isn't clearly being a match
1,000%.
because so like leagues don't really exist. Like maybe it's just a match for a hookup situation. Maybe it's just a match for this.
I don't believe
but-
in leagues either.
No,
I don't believe
Me
in,
neither. I just said
I know.
my first example is that I'm hooking up with Miley Cyrus.
1,000%. I also
So
think.
I don't believe it.
I mean, I think I could hook up with anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
sick in the head. You and I
But,
are sick in the head.
But it's like,
We're two losers who literally
Yeah.
don't make any money.
get rid of the leagues. That's all we'll say.
We don't make any money.
Yeah.
We have no jobs. And we go, yeah, we could hook up with anyone. There's no league.
There's no leaks.
Yeah, come on, we'll take you out. We'll get you some Bud Lights.
Yeah. We'll get you some Bud Lights, and I know a place we can sit and drink them.
I know.
Yeah, I'm slowly converting you into the third party date.
Here's the thing: you bring the league down to you.
Yeah,
if they're above your league, you bring them down to you. That's
Yeah.
what Robbie and I do.
But I don't believe in. I think you can make yourself more attractive, like we were saying with the Isaac thing. It all applies to like wanting to spend time with people. You can
If you're
obviously,
interesting.
yeah, being interesting. I think,
Yeah.
and kind, and laugh. I mean, there's ways to make yourself more attractive.
Of course.
That have nothing to do with appearance. I would say, think of it more of is this a match communication wise, and you will find someone I think that is a match. And if you want to just hook up,
Jamie,
you just got to be able to emotionally be like, this is just a hookup. It's not a romantic match.
fuck this girl. Let her text you. If she texts you back, be coy. And if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. It should. In the beginning, I guess people say it should be easy.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not the easiest thing ever in the beginning, it's not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that.
Right?
And it's also time. There's a lot of factors that play into a ton of different things, I would say.
This is Robbie covering his ass for the girls out there that he's talked to. It's not just that. It's a lot of factors.
No,
you know,
there are a lot of
timing,
factors, but it's also being like, this is not a match in this moment. And that's a stock you need to take, I think.
I'm just saying, if it's not easy.
Yes. And you want it to be, and you want to be. Yeah, it's all about what two people's wants lining up together.
I used to say I dated outside my league. Now, I say I date under my league.
So you did not abolish this idea of leagues.
I'm joking.
I always used to say that too, that I date out of my league.
But it's not. It's
but yeah, it's not. We've gotten rid of that. We've
gotten rid of that idea. There is no leagues.
There is no leagues. It's all two people's intentions. I think matching at the right time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but great call, and thanks for listening. We'll definitely tag you and everything.
Beautiful.
All right, we have one more call.
One more
from one of our best calls ever. Call back to fill us back in on a story. So I'm gonna play that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to hear this.
Hey boys, I'm calling in to tell you guys about my holiday, my Christmas holiday that I spent this season. You may remember me. I called in last year to tell you about my naughty Christmas that I spent, and I almost had a repeat of round 2 this year. So I was at I was with my family for Christmas, and we had exchanged gifts, all that good stuff. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'm getting ready to leave, and I get a Snapchat from the girl that I hooked up with last year at Christmas, on Christmas Day, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, getting ready to go home. How was your day?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm already home. Are you doing anything tonight?" So I Snapchat her back. I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not sure why. What's up?" She's like, "I was thinking you could come over for round 2." So for those listeners who maybe don't know what round 2 is, last year I went over to this coworker's house, and we did anal on Christmas.
Did anal on Christmas?
So I'm like, oh boy, and it did not go well for many, many reasons. And now all I can think about as I'm like getting in my car to drive home is, do I really want to be the lone man walking through the the Holland Tunnel during rush hour traffic? And I'm like, I don't think I can go through with it. So I respond, I'm like, I don't know, I'm pretty tired. So I drive home. I get home, and now I've got a Snapchat from her, and she's like, "Oh, that's okay. I can come to your place." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? What do I do at a time like this?" So I did what any logical man would do that needs to make a really important decision. I jerked off. So the good news was neither of my roommates were home, so I saw this as a prime opportunity to jerk off downstairs in my townhouse. So no one's home. So I'm like looking around, and I'm like, okay, what could I use to clean this mess up? I can maybe get some paper towels, like a sock, whatever, your classic stuff. And then as I'm painting the room, I see the perfect, opportunity. I see a 3-day-old Dunkin' Donuts box. So I open up the box. There's still 2 donuts in there, an old-fashioned and some other like cream-filled blue donut. And let's just say that old-fashioned was no longer an old-fashioned donut, and it was a glazed donut by the end of the night. So I ended up not going through with AOC Part 2, Just wanted to ask for you. What do you guys think? You guys think I made the right decision? You think I made the wrong decision? Just want to hear your thoughts. I hope you guys both had a really great holiday season, and looking forward to all the content you guys have.
He hit the 3 minutes.
Beautiful. This is AOC.
This is amazing. Anal on Christmas, baby.
New York has their AOC. Loud, we have our AOC. Anal on Christmas. Okay. AOC called it.
One of my favorite jokes on the podcast last year was you saying having anal on Christmas is like walking through the Holland Tunnel during rush hour. It really stuck with him.
It's the busiest outro day of the year. Yeah. That and Thanksgiving.
I know. And for us, Christmas more so than Thanksgiving.
100%.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know, this listener called in last year because we asked about Valentine's Day, like date stories, and he said that he had anal on Christmas, and he gave a whole story about how that came to happen.
Jesus Christ.
And Sebastian's advice, we just said, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, it's like walking through the Holland Tunnel during rush hour. Yeah, the opposite direction.
It's a big poop day. Yeah. As much as any big eating day is a big something else day, you know? Wild. So here's the thing.
You changed his. You altered the course of history for this guy.
Do you think he would have done it if we didn't talk about it last time on the podcast? He might have said yes to this. He might have said yes to this. We are here influencing people. Yeah. This is incredible. I agree with him on, like, he has to make a decision. I think it's good if you're like, I don't know if I want to see this person. Let me jerk off and think about that. I think that's a good move. Anybody.
Man, romantic, sexual,
no,
friend.
Romantic.
Okay, romantic.
Yes, I think if you want to see someone romantically and you jerk off and you don't want to see them anymore, that's a good sign.
Yes.
That's a great sign.
Masturbation provides clarity.
Yes, 1,000%. Right?
I don't know. Does it for women? I would imagine men and women.
I mean, we can't speak to that.
We can't speak to that.
Men are from Mars.
This is why we need some
women
guests.
Are from Venus.
We need some guests back on.
We need guests so we can ask them this question.
These are the hot questions.
We need lady guests.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes.
We're the guests. We're the hosts, and we need some lady hosts.
Yeah.
Great, Robbie.
We need some female
wow,
opinions.
2022, huh?
Yeah.
So I have an issue with this, though.
What's your issue?
Not that he didn't do it. I think he made the right choice.
You think
right?
he made the right choice?
I think he made
You
the
don't
right
think she was trying to start a Christmas tradition?
This
is not. Some Christmas traditions need to die.
1,000%. Some, I mean,
it's hilarious if they haven't, which it kind of sounds like they haven't hooked up since last Christmas.
No,
and it's like, all right, this is our day.
I wouldn't even get head on Christmas. I'd be worried that they're so full that they're gonna throw up on my day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
What are we talking here?
Yeah.
There should be no sexual activity on Christmas.
On Christmas night.
Christmas night, no.
Okay.
But one thing that I did notice that you said was that you jerked off in the common area of your house.
Nobody's home?
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree with this. And then you said, I made a mess. So you're just coming willy-nilly over the common area of your home?
Using a donut, washing it off like it's a sponge? I don't know if that...
This is what I imagined. I imagined
You imagine he got on the couch and he took a donut and it was just... Do you think he threw the donut?
This is what I imagined.
He had to throw the donut out.
He goes, Merry Christmas, Grandma. Kiss. Blink. Oh, should I fuck this girl in her ass? I don't know. Let me go downstairs and jerk off in the common area.
I think he was leaving his obligations and he was home alone.
Yes, 100%.
From what I think nobody's. I don't think it's like grandma's upstairs.
No. But he said goodbye, good night, Grandma.
Yeah.
I love you. Jesus was born, so he could die for our sins, etc., right?
Okay.
Good night, right? He goes home. He goes, should I have sex with someone's butt tonight, right?
Yeah. And for the second Christmas in a row.
And he goes, let me jerk off. Better yet, let me not jerk off in this normal, this mundane location I always
Nobody's home. This is his Christmas to himself.
This is Home Alone.
Present.
This is adult version. This is adult Macaulay Culkin, right?
This is his Home Alone.
Right?
Jerking off on a regular donut.
1,000%. And he only put one hand on his cheek when he screamed, not two. Yeah. He went, ah! Oh! Right? This is Home Alone. I don't agree with this. And he's coming willy-nilly. He's not only jerking off in common spaces.
Okay, all right.
He's coming willy-nilly on common shared items. I wouldn't even allow this guy in a WeWork.
All right. In his defense, in some ways, is it
AOC's,
okay?
In AOC's
in AOC's defense,
yes.
Anal on Christmas.
Okay.
Is it okay to have sex then in the common area?
Yes.
I think then it's okay to jerk off. If you're gonna allow sex, then you gotta allow jerking off.
I might be wrong on this. I might be hypocritical.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Also, if he was gonna eat, if it was his donuts,
I'm fine with cleaning up with the donuts.
You're fine with that.
The donuts.
You're fine with turning a regular donut into a glazed. You're cool with that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like Boston cream anyway. So
what do you think about the 5-6 o'clock reach out time? You think maybe she was getting ready to eat dinner and like, all right, if we're doing anal on Christmas, I want to be more ready? Because if I remember last year, he got hit up around 11 p.m. Yeah.
I like to
and this year he got a much earlier call time.
She literally took a piece of bread and wiped her plates, ate that last bite.
Oh, you think it came at the end of the dinner or before?
Right at the end.
Right at the end.
Wiped the plate clean.
She was like, I'm
ate
ready.
The piece of bread, unbuttoned the top button, leaned back, and then said, who's ready for some action?
I got to text AOC, baby.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. No, yeah. I mean, I think he made the right choice.
You think he did?
Yeah, and I even think
so
cleaning it up with the donuts is actually whimsical and fun. That's a Christmas cleanup.
That's a Christmas cleanup.
That's a
whimsical
Here's
Christmas
the question.
cleanup.
Would you take a bite of the other side of the donut?
Would I?
Yeah.
If it was like of his donut?
No,
or
of yours.
It's my own.
Of your own.
Probably. I wouldn't because it's 3 days old.
Sure. That's the biggest issue.
Yeah, I would say.
Incredible.
If you're her, do you reach out again next year?
Nope.
It's dead.
That's dead.
I think if they did it 2 years in a row, third year they say no. Fourth year you could reach out.
100.
But since it was 1 and 1, it's done.
Here's the thing: if he wants to reach out on like, I don't know, Yom Kippur where people are fasting.
Yeah.
Ramadan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like then, by all means. Also,
Okay.
I'm on board. If you want to do anal, do anal. I think it's beautiful for you.
Of course.
Right? I just don't think you should do it.
It's the worst day to do anal.
I don't
that
think
was
you
what's
should
so
go.
Funny about the whole situation the last time.
You should not be going to Lobster Fest and then be like, you want to go do it in the butt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I just totally think if he wants to continue with this person, I don't think he does.
Probably
reach out
not.
another day.
Yes.
But she's picking bad dates for anal.
I think she was trying to make a Christmas tradition.
I think that she likes to live on the edge.
Yeah. I wish we could hear her perspective.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. She's a beautiful soul. She's a teacher, right?
Yeah. Yep. You remember? I mean, we're out here changing lives.
You're gonna tell me
on Loud About Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
But thank you for the follow-up call.
We love
a follow-up call.
Thank you. And AOC, we want to hear from you.
Please always call back.
Anytime you want.
Yeah, we have our own AOC.
Truly tremendous. Robbie, this was so fun.
Yeah, this was fun. Please keep calling, and we're going to be taking calls in their own episodes. So it'll be easier, I think, to track and everything.
Call about whatever you want.
Yeah, 929-900-6393, 929-900-6393.
And here's the thing with the phone call. Some people ask, they go, what is it? You call, and then you leave a voicemail.
Yes.
Robbie says like something. You say like a little message.
I should probably update that because I think I changed it for the 100th episode.
Beautiful. So you say you'll hear Robbie tell you what to do, and then you leave a voicemail. If you don't like that voicemail, literally leave another one. Or if you don't want your voice to be heard, right? You could email us stories or email us questions, right? You could ask Robbie and I questions if you have any questions about stuff that we said in the past that you need us to clarify.
Yes.
Right? Or just thoughts that we would have on something. Please email those questions. And what's the email address?
Loudaboutnothing@gmail.com.
Can't believe I forgot that one.
Loudaboutnothing@gmail.com. So.
So email us questions there. We really want to hear from you. And you don't have to give your real name, but if you want to give a fake name, so then if we
we have, what do we have today? AOC.
We had AOC, Jamie,
Isaac,
and
then Microwave.
And then the
Microwave Man.
The Microwave Man, right? Yeah. The Microwave Man.
But yeah, you could come up with your own nickname or call in, but please, we want to be very involved with the listeners this year.
1,000%, right? I joked at the beginning, but it really is you guys that make us yelling into these microphones possible. It makes sense.
Of course.
All right, Robbie. This has been beautiful. First one of these. This was a blast.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Hit the fucking music.